Hi, it's Veronica, and this is day 12 of the 19 lessons that I have learned in 19 years of sobriety. And this one, it follows on from the one that I did yesterday, but this again is a game changer. Nothing is ever personal. What other people do, say, or think is always about them, not me, even when it seems like it is. What other people do or say, always without fail, comes through the filters of their own experience, values, and limiting beliefs. Therefore, it is not personal to me, but a simple expression of how they feel at that particular time. So this is really liberating because we all interpret the world personally. What other people say, what other people do, the way they say it, the way they do it or don't do it, all that kind of stuff. We take that information and we make it personal. They didn't do this because they don't love me enough or like me enough, or they weren't thinking of me, or they weren't being considerate. They didn't say that because of, and not, that's just simply not true. Ever. What other people say or do is always about them. And so I took everything personally. I thought everything was about me. If you did or didn't come to my party, or if you did or didn't say something to me, I just took all that information and made it personal. And oh my God, first of all, that's exhausting. Second of all, it's really misleading. And the decisions and judgments we make based on that are really faulty and inaccurate. Now, this shift in thinking, it's a change in mindset. I remember it sort of beginning to gradually happen, and it happened as a result of doing some intensive work on myself. And I did it with what prompted it was my issues with romantic relationships at the time. Again, interpreted everything personally, that it was about me, that the way men or boyfriends behaved about me was because I wasn't good enough, I wasn't pretty enough, I wasn't thin enough, I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't right enough. That's the interpretation I made based on their behavior. And then I did all this work on myself, and then I had this incredible insight that I realized that the way they behaved was to do with their own stuff, their own fears, their own limiting beliefs. It had nothing to do with me, but I was interpreting it personally. And I had this huge light bulb moment, and it was like literally the heavens opened, and I was like, oh my God, I do that all the time with everybody. And then I began to see the world differently. I began, so when I realized it wasn't personal, like when someone would behave a certain way, I no longer felt prompted to try and take care of their feelings. Like I was responsible for their feelings. Like they're responsible for their feelings. If someone said no to me, fine. That wasn't personal. It's about where they're at. I didn't, how someone spoke to me, whether they remarked on something or didn't. The freedom that comes when we are free from the good or bad opinion of other people is life-changing. Now, I got there by doing this intensive work on myself. This is how we get over the bridge. This is how we get from the land of believing that alcohol is the best way to have fun, excitement, belonging, connection, relaxing, and romance. And we have to cross the bridge to get to the other land of fun, excitement, belonging, connection, etc., that is sober. And we have to just do this work on ourselves, because this is the stuff that's underneath all of our drinking that drives our behavior. Because when we take everything personally, we're always hurt. We're always offended. We're always resentful. We're always angry because we're just absorbing all of this stuff. So that's my little lesson for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. See you then. Bye.